Great work.
YouTube. We are in the building.
In the building.
Let's go. Dissy, get the Discord up on screen here. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I gotta make this small in the corner.
Cut this short and actually gonna get this long today. Now this is something I would lose on happily.
Yeah,
You feel me?
I would give my money up to this.
I wouldn't give my money to a situation like this.
Situation like this, I would give my money. Guess I'll mute this up. Stop streaming. Gotta make it clear. Well, we're actually gonna get this. Looks like.
Yeah, this is happening. YouTube. What's going on?
YouTube?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Hey, you can see me nice.
Yeah, I can see. I'm sweating like a dog.
Wait, how much you just ran?
Tried to go for 3. 2.6.
Went for 3?
Tried to. Well, went for 3. Did 2.6. I had to turn around.
Yeah.
Yeah. So try to do 3.
Nice.
You try to do 3 a day, like Wiz. 5K a day.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, it's a good dedication. So, 3 is just tough enough to get you in that mode. Damn, I just got sweat all over the journal. That's great. Let's go. Alright, cool beans.
Alright, guys. We got previous day high longs as the signal. Just waiting for price to tap the heat. Then we're watching candles. No trade yet today. Ducked a loss on the short signal.
What's the short all-time highs?
Yeah. You don't have to short all-time highs, guys. It's okay.
It's okay. It's one of those ones. Nobody's gonna judge you.
Nobody's gonna judge you here, man. I have to take it.
Alright, cool. I'm gonna let this 5-minute close and I'm gonna take a 5-minute shower here. Right back.
Alright, cool. Do your thing. I'm watching you now.
Alright, I got some alerts. Alert set.
Yeah, I just set 97. 97, 96.
96, 97. Got alert starting at 7,800. So we'll hear the trade a bit before we get there. Alright, cool.
Perfect.
Alright, sounds good. I'll be right back.
Alright, sounds good. We're here. YouTube, we are here. We are here. Alright, so we're just chilling. This price made a low of 78.01. We need price to hit at least 77.96. Give us that buy signal, and then we are in. Price did get there right before our candle closed, and buyers were in the vicinity. So if price does want to go check these buyers down here, it'll be great. That'll be our entry. But overall, great day because we did duck losing signal. We had a short signal for the 8 a.m. session, and got totally nuked. The buyers are in control right now. Of course, if you're trading right now, if you're watching the market. New all-time highs made this morning. AMD did get hit with earnings, but the market is standing tall right now. It's crazy. It's kind of like a delayed summer rally since July was kind of crap. Yeah, man. A lot of stocks are purring up right now. But yeah, red candle on the 5. This is the closest we've been able to, as far as price line to heat zone. This is the closest we've been to getting into these longs. So hopefully we can get into them. And yeah, if not, it'll just be a good cash day because This morning, we definitely would have took a loss on trying to short the all-time highs, and just don't got to do that, man. But yeah, we're just cooling over here. Watching price, man. That's what day in the life looks like. Shout out YouTube, man. Shout out everybody that's been tapping in with the shorts. We did hit 100 subscribers this morning, so shout out everybody that's been tapping in, man. Like, subscribe, comment, man. We appreciate you guys. We appreciate all 100 of you. We love you. All right, this is where we play the waiting game. They get some sellers on the 5, so it is possible that this could happen, but we'll see. Got to tap in with Topstep X. See what's going on with these guys. It just dropped a new short this morning as well. More inflation news from the Fed meeting. Make sure you guys check it out. Check it out. All right, let's see what Topstep's talking about.
Little weakness in ADP. It's hard to say. I think maybe it could just be technical too. Let me bring out the V chart.
Yeah, that's when I tend to get mugged when it gets tricky.
If you look longer term, this is the chart I go to, 30-year bond yield. These are monthly candles. You can see we're still quite high. Like this seems like a pullback now, but you can see it. Who knows what?
I don't know. We're really trying to shoehorn these in there, aren't we, though, Andrea? Do highest goal. I still know why. It's hilarious. Do highest goal 42.86. That's right. Do lowest crude oil.
Just to point out, Andre, I think part of it too is just like we tried to take out, like we tried to break out of, the mother of all resistance here, and it just didn't happen that way. So, let's see if I'm going back to 5% maybe. I find it very difficult.
I always say this is the fun part. They don't really tell you got to master in trading. The waiting. Wait. We got 2 hours and 30 minutes in this session. This is the main session. Our 8 a.m. session, we had 8:30 news, so the session was already like 30 minutes long. And it was really a debate session between me and my partner on whether we would take the short or not. It was good. We got to start catching those early sessions, but I like sparking up at 9:30 because by the time I get here, I'm all rested and everything. But yeah, I think on the stream we got Bros Combine. It's a little bit in drawdown. Over here, I'm trading 50K Topstep XFA account. We're starting up a new series with these accounts in particular. This account rolled to 10K. We're just about to be stacking cash in here for the next 6 months. And you guys get to kind of be with us watching the strategy, seeing when we hit the 10K and balance at Topstep. Yeah, it's just a fun challenge to end the year, man.
I'm back, buddy.
All right. So we're talking to the YouTube, man.
No heat's on tap yet.
I don't know if they can hear me or not, but
They can hear you. I'm sure they can hear you. Did you check?
I pulled up to look at it, but I didn't have the volume up like it.
All right, let me see.
Aaron Goldman's going live today.
Yeah, they can hear you.
All right, perfect. I always say this is the fun part. They don't.
I got it on. It's an echo though. Gotta turn off my mic over here. Mic audio.
Oh yeah, because they can hear us both in Discord. Perfect. All right, man. We're sitting and we're chilling, boys. Got a green candle on the 5, so People trying to buy in space right now. They should come back and take out that low. It's like a weak buyer's low. All right, we're here. I'm gonna put on some Topstep over here. You sound terrible. Oh, there you go. All right, do your thing. We're here. Waiting for 77.97, guys. That's what we're waiting on. So here. Yeah, put on something for the game. On incognito mode. Incognito. Shout out the guys. We are here. Another blessed Wednesday, excuse me. Blessed Wednesday. Yep. New Joe Budden day. Shout out Joe Budden. Joe Budden. Nah, you sound great now. You sounded like terrible. Yeah, you can play trap. He splits on top step, short knees highs. I mean, sellers did show up. That sell candle on the 5. But it's weak sellers and weak buyers. There's no telling who could win right here. Where's my volume profile? That's what I need. Yeah, there we go. It's a stack of volume right here. Nice big clump like a histogram. Yeah, based on the 40, we should get an entry. It's a lot of volume down here on 97s. They don't want to go get that. Yeah, it should slip that. Price breaks 7803 again based on the smaller time frame too. It should slide right to our zone. Got 2 hours and 30 minutes to find out. All right, we're all set, boys. Sit back, relax, enjoy the flight. I gotta get my run in by 11. Yeah, it's creeping up. It's kind of cool. It's 83 already. It was just 70. It's gonna be 90 by 1. Yeah. Now cloudy. Feels warmer, about 85. Damn. Yeah, it's 80. 83 feels like 85 right now. That's straight. I'm just running 2, yeah. Yeah, I'm just running 2s. I'm probably gonna knock that out. While we wait on this, I've been staring at this for 6:30, man. Nah, it's like 7:30. In the Discord? All right. That's the clock we gotta go by. Oof. All right, cool. All right, yeah. Give us some trap. I'm gonna go ahead and get my run in. But I had a red phone on me. Call me if it ain't. We get into it. All right, bet.
You know why? Because it done sold off enough for 2 months to say, you know what? It's time to go back. So you just got, and watch this. After he sold everything, the next day, market had a big rally. We done had 4 follow-through days since then. So some people are like, man, he should have hold on for 1 day. We don't know if the market rallies if he keep holding. You feel what I'm saying? It ain't that's like he was him and many others was the liquidation. My 300,000 was part of that liquidation. Like I was liquidity. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just how the game is, bruh. But you got to be willing to say, all right, y'all got me. I'll be back, though. Bro, he's 24 years old. Bro, he going to be back. He's still a billionaire. He still got $1 billion fund. He'll be back. He will be back. So anyway, that takes us to where we at. So let's get, it's still on? All right, let's go. All right, cool. So here's one of the things I want you to look at a lot, right? So right here, we have what I want y'all to pick. Where's my, oh, it's down here. So you'll see a lot of these. So what I want you to see is notice how this came down to here. Notice it came here. And notice it came here. So looking at that, that tells you that that became full-on support. So even though it unwind, it sell or trap, what is this? Well, if you look at the chart, you will already know that this is your, watch this, this is a previous lower high. That's all this is. I mean, higher low, I'm sorry. Previous higher low, I'm sorry. That's a previous higher low. That's all this is. It used that as support. That's why I tell my people all the time, if you learn market structure, that'll help you out so much. So there's a previous lower high, there's a previous lower high that acted as support. It came down to it 3 times. So last week, I got in a play and I was like, bro, like, I'm gonna endure. But the minute I got in it, guess what happened? Pressure. I say, damn, they ain't stopping. But I'm like, hey, I'm here. Like, I'm here. But in my mind, I said, the least you're gonna do is you're gonna go hold up support. So I was willing to do that. And so I want y'all to notice that it's gonna do that a couple times. So let's do something though. I want to help y'all out a little bit more right here. Let's switch it around. I want to help you out with something right here. So what you want to see is you want to see this reclaim this right here. If you're looking for this sweet spot, so you can use this all the time, go see if it reclaims this sweet spot. Anything you're looking at, because everything been on a downtrend. You want to use your fib as one of your indicators and see if it can get above the 0.5. And the reason why, because that's just a perfect retracement. Right? That's a perfect retracement to come. Watch what I'm about to show you here. This is your controlling high. This is acting as the controlling low. You come here, you get the perfect bounce. It could come back down. You want it to come reclaim that and then go back up. So that's what you're looking for moving forward. On anything you want to enter, if you ain't getting in it at a amazing discount, well, you feel like, yo, it's at a discount, I'm good. If you want to get your best trade will come once you use your fib and you go from low to high, controlling high to controlling low. You want to use that as that. Am I making sense? All right, let's go to something else. Everybody trapping with me right now? All right, let's go to something else.
Kaiser University was built to help students move forward. Career-focused programs, flexible learning options.
All right, same for MU. So if you was coming on your fib, I keep getting lost on my fib. So you was coming on your fib, if you went high, if you went controlling low to controlling high, you be like, all right. Let's ask ourselves a question, because we had a bottom. Let's say I got the $79 tier. Right? Let's say I got the $79 tier. I do not like it. I don't like being like naked on an earnings call. And that's a term, so nobody take that wrong. Ladies, I'm not trying to be offensive or nothing like that. Shout out to Emmett. Emmett said the trap community is why I can afford to bless others. Let's go, Emmett, man. Shout out to Emmett. And so I don't like being naked on an earnings call, especially like that. So let's go a little further. All right, so the Morgan Stanley, again, so Morgan Stanley and Goldman Sachs had great action today. Microsoft, we got a Microsoft call today. It was up until the last 10 minutes of the market, so it fell out the last 10 minutes. Wasn't mad at it, had a powerful move today. Microsoft surprised me, and I'll talk about that a little bit. The SNDK play. So I put in, last week I put in the SNDK, MU, STX, and Dron play. And I told my team, I said, damn, bro, I was a day early. I was a day early. Because when I got in it, and honestly, if I would have waited like to 12 o'clock when I normally strike, I wouldn't have been, like it fell the whole day. But if I would have waited, I probably would have saw it hit a key area and bounce. But I got it in it kind of early, probably like 10 o'clock. And it was all right. It was up. And then it's just like, nah, man, I'm going to holler at y'all. They all fell. And I was like, bruh. But because I was a quarter brick play, I wasn't really mad at it. Wasn't no full-out play. And that's the difference. The difference is, what I'll tell everybody is, your level of exposure determines your level of anxiety. Sean say, wait, I lied that one. Sean say, I lied that one. Your level of exposure determines your level of anxiety. So some players, you might don't have that much exposure, so you're not really tripping. You like, shit, I already got that much in there. Like, you go to zero, man. I don't even care. But if you at like half a brick, whole brick, hey, you like, bruh, every red candle starts to be detrimental the further it go down. How do I know? I had $1 million in the play. That sucker hit 31%, 30%. I was like, okay. 32%, I'm out. That's my goal. If I would have stayed in it, I would have probably been down about 70%. Imagine being down 70%. 700,000. Yep, couldn't do it. Took my lick, sat on the side, made a play with my guy. I made a play, then my guy Nate made a play. I made about 10, 15 grand on it. I got out of there. Let me get up out of there. I got in, I got out. Yeah. I got in, I got out. And so Big bounced back really, really good today. So MU had a good bounce back today. SNDK had a bounce back today. STX had a bounce back today. So I like how we positioned in the Patreon right now. But one of the things I do like about the Patreon over these last 2 months, they didn't panic. June, we wasn't tripping. July, punched us in the face. But we ain't really panicked. Like, a lot of the new people was like, man, But a lot of the OG, we was just like, hey, watch your levels, fam. Just watch your levels. If a play go wrong, cut the play. Like, one of the people in the Patreon, I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie, we took some L's. Let me not act like we took about 4 or 5 L's. Cause we just got stopped out. And I was like, all right. So one of the dudes I took that, he was like, bro, another L? I felt this pain, you heard me? I felt this pain. Because our wins, so we had some wins, but they weren't big wins. So we had Merck, that was a win. It was a small win. We had FTNT, small win. CrowdStrike.
Would this make you buy a Ridge wallet? The GOAT, Tony Hawk, teamed up with Ridge to give away a Lambo, a Velociraptor, a Bronco, or $100,000 cash. Hold on, let me explain. This is Daniel and his dad, the founders of Ridge. 11 years ago, they set out to make the most badass experience for guys getting their wallets, thinking, what's cooler than Tony Hawk, trucks, and cash? So they decided one special person is going to win the sweepstakes of a lifetime. Have it presented by Tony Hawk, and for a chance to win, just get the premium Ridge wallet.
These are pretty nice.
We've spent millions of dollars in research, refining, and testing, thousands of hours, making sure the Ridge is the last wallet you'll ever need. It's made from the toughest materials on the planet, built to last, and can handle just about anything. The Ridge fits up to 12 cards, carries all your cash, and is the size of a credit card, fitting seamlessly into your life. 50 plus colors and unique styles, tracker card, and a 99-day risk-free trial. We get it. You're probably used to the bulky leather wallet, but after all the research and hard work we've done making the best wallet and getting signed off by Tony Hawk, why wouldn't you buy a Ridge wallet to win the vehicle of your dreams?
Built for traders who value structure and transparency.
Small win. We had some small wins. They was so we had maybe 3 wins, but 5 losses. So I don't want the loss because the wins was happening the loss was happening one day. They was y'all know it was dropping hard. So you damn, bro. So the dude was bro, another one. I was saying, when I saw that, I had said. So before I got a reply, somebody was like, bro, it's part of the game. Chill out. You know what I'm saying? We'll get it back. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I try to tell that Patreon is this all the time. Don't stop painting worst case scenarios on red days because it's so easy to do. It's so easy to do.
YouTube, what's poppin'? I am here. Just letting everybody know I am here. Just got a heat zone tab. So we're waiting on a green candle. About to go long. Previous day high longs. You know the vibes. ES. You know what I'm saying? Go through and check NQ. See what NQ looking like. NQ's under previous day high. Let me see what signal NQ gave though. Yeah, NQ is in the kitchen with this shit, boy. Golly. Let's see what the level is for this signal for NQ. See all my lines, all my daily levels. Yeah. You don't need that many levels. Like, dude, you learned your whole strategy from somebody else. I don't want to hear that shit. Nah, just wanna be here, man. Let's see. 28,836 would be the tap for NQ. This is where NQ's got to go. So we should expect a little more red until. So let me set an alert here. NQ crossing. Let's go away. NQ crossing 839. Only once. Till cancel. Alright, cool. I want to see NQ touch that. I just want to know. We're not trading NQ, but I just want to know where it's at, dude. It's tech, run shit. So, bunya. Alright, we got another red candle. Oh no. 1 minute left here. That's probably gonna be the candle. Not gonna lie. Bro's on a run. He's gonna call in, shoot from the road. He's trading a live account. You know the vibes. Roadman still gotta get the bread, man. Roadman still gotta get the bread. Alright. Minute twanky. Yeah, this might be it. Man. Still have to get a limit fill. Set at 96. Seconds. Let it be red. If that shit is red, I'm waiting. Bud. Straight up. 10 seconds. It's gonna close red. No signal to me. That ain't no signal to me, bro. I'm trading incognito. Talking incognito right now. What we here, man? Looking crazy. Let's see. Here, man. Got the rag on. So you know. Yeah. Alright. I just make this whole channel faceless. Alright, red candle, no noise. Alright guys, we're watching for a green candle. Let's see what it do. Let's see what it do in the zone. You know what I mean? NQ did not touch the level. I expect that this level will get touched, bro. Not gonna lie. So yeah, we good. This is like my favorite part because you just can wait on the 5. It's pretty, good action. Candles are moving. It's not like watching the 4 or something. So, sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. Alright, I'm here about to play this trap. You're watching.
do? Cut it and just be like, all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, cut it and be all right. Like, don't, make your play smaller. If you're going to get a play, make it smaller so your check engine light ain't on. And it's easy for you to, so I'm going to be real with you. The way we trade, like, we gonna be in position every time. So the market just get on them runs, we gonna be in position. The first drawback on the market, we gonna get hit too, though. Because nobody knows when it's coming. So the first drawback, I'm gonna get, damn, boy. You know, like somebody punch you in the eye, and it's like, we call it duck city, like somebody hit you with a lick you didn't see coming. It was a scary lick out of, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, sucker hit me in my eye, you hear me? So that's kind of what happened. So the first couple of days you get hit in the face, you're like, I bet. But don't panic. Watch your levels. Just watch your levels. So anyway, that's where we at right now, man. So we feel good about it. Let me talk about two things right quick before we go. I do want to be mindful in the morning because AMD has earnings in the morning. I mean, AMD had earnings and they flop big time.
Limitless then, limitless now. Rapid broke the limits first. Now, legacy.
I'm talking about right now, they down 8%, $44. Stock was up $35 today, fell $44. So I'm not an AMD fan, so I'm never gonna be let me test the waters for AMD. I'm like, bro, I'm not watching them. But I am mindful because they are a pivotal player in the temperature for the AI race. So I definitely want to see how they how the market responds to them in the morning. But on the flip side, ANET had earnings and they up 10%. So they not going to be, I don't think that's enough to push the market. I do think AMD is enough to gut check the market in the morning. So I just want to be mindful of that. If AMD would have had what ANET did, we would have saw another huge rally in the morning, I think. Also, SpaceX had earnings. And they are back down to 115. So one of the things that I had told people was, I was like, bro, I like SpaceX under 115. That was my price point. And so I bought some for my daughter, bought some for myself at 108. 108 was the price. I bought my daughter 300 and I bought myself 300 at 108. So think it was just a good price. We'll see what happens from there. Yeah. So, you know, wasn't a big position, but she got 300 shares. I got 300 shares. And we'll see what happens. And then tomorrow, you have SNDK and Eli Lilly. You got Eli Lilly before the bell, SNDK after the bell. So that's going to be another huge story. So I don't know, bro, because I don't know if I'm going to hedge this position or get out of this position. Like, I ain't into taking L. Or I may just shrink my position size a little bit more. That's how I may cover myself. So, yeah. That's what we got tomorrow, man. Jose, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Showing the Wall Street Trapper. Patreon.
And cut. Jose, bruh. I don't know. All right, let's go a little further, man. We got our buy and hold. Ashan, let's look at the buy and hold. I want to talk to you about that, Ashan. So the buy and hold, Ashan, is now up. Ashan, we up 29% on the buy and hold. Still beating the market, man. Still beating the market. Today, the buy and hold gave us 15 grand. We sit on $34,000 in the buy and hold. So there we go with the buy and hold. Like to show this to y'all each and every week. So, yep, just want to give y'all some context clues on that. And I'm going to say something about it. Huh? The market is
12.9%.
12.9%. I'm gonna tell you something, Sean. I was this close to take, so MU had got down to like $75,000. Mind you, I was up like 150 on MU. I was this close to saying, I'm gonna just take this money out of MU and I said, you know what, bro? Like, we good. Yeah. That close, cuz. That close. All right, let's go a little further. All right, y'all, let's get into it, man. Got a lot to talk about in a little bit of time. So remember this, man. The goal isn't to predict the next move. It's to own the next decade. And so the reason why I say that and the reason why I come up with that idea is like a lot of times, man, in the market, people be candle chasing. And so so let me say this. I'm not gonna say I don't agree with Warren Buffett when he said you can't own a stock for 10 years, but this is not the same market when he made that statement, right? Now you're in a market where technology can change a company instantly. Like SNDK wasn't a company I would have wanted to own for 10 years because they focused on camera equipment a lot. But here they go this year, they changed the identity of the company. They became a storage company for AI. Now it's a completely different company. And so AI is now changing the landscape in the way companies are and people are switching over. Think about companies like, not even just them, like so many other companies are pivoting from what they once did to something new now. And so I always say my goal is I want to own a company from 3 to 5 years. Within 3 to 5 years, can they still prove to me that they belong in my portfolio? And if they can, I'm willing to own it for the next 5 years. And so...
Finally, no more PDT rule. Now, traders of all account sizes have more flexibility than ever before. With rapid order entry and bracket orders that let traders manage entry, profit target, and stop loss, all in one ticket. Tasty Trade.
CTU is a family. I chose CTU because it was a big fear of mine to go back to school, but reading the reviews and testimonies of other students, I was encouraged and I just stuck with it and followed through. They have this community that is very strong. They actually provide you with support and the professors are well balanced.
The goal is not to predict the next move, it's how can I own a company and then that company, I can see that company saying, yo, we good. Even MU pivoted to the type of company that it was. That company 3 years ago, like 3.5 years ago, MU was like a $40-something company, yo. Like 2024, it started gaining momentum. 2024, it changed what it's doing. It's like, yo, we're not doing this, we about to do this. We got to be an AI memory company. Then they pivoted. 2025, they got explosive. 2026, they came out the gate hard. So if a company can pivot like that, I'm not mad at it. So I want us to just hold that in your head. Let's go a little further. All right, so let's talk about this for a second, right? U.S. stocks are actually cheap despite all of the highs. So here's some data I'd like to put in for y'all, right? Many U.S. stocks have gotten cheaper as they've gone up. The U.S. stocks are cheap despite trading at all-time highs. The S&P forward PE, which is important, and global equity is down to 22%. It hasn't been that since 2020. It was about 24 going into June and July. Think about that. This marks a significant decline from 50% seen in 2024. This is also in line with levels seen in 2018 and 2019 below the 10-year Treasury yield at 31%. This comes as U.S. earnings are proving exceptionally strong, and the S&P profits are currently extremely tracking 28% on year-to-year growth. So think about this. The market sold off.
Order filled.
Yo, YouTube, just entered the trade. Fell into our zone. As you can see, I got an alert at 02, so we're taking the risk off. And then we're going for 2-to-1s at 20. In range TPs, on trend, unless the market decides to reverse, either way. Great trade, I'm happy with it. Dies a bad short signal this morning to get some good longs. Previous day, retest high longs. Liquidity pool being the key level today, yesterday's high. Didn't quite make it down to the gaps I had for the ES, which were all, down up in here. No gaps really left on the hourly this morning, just because it was just congestion. Every candle kind of closed itself, as you can see. Every candle. No price runs here. Just a clean. We're looking at a clean imbalance here on the hour too, which is nice. Price fell straight to the liquidity pool. The liquidity should be here at previous day high. But all in all, that's what we're here to do, man. What we're here to do. Wednesday, still got 4 more signals left in the week, so it's good work, man. Alright, I'm watching closely for a print of 01, 02. See how high I got 98. Yeah, so close no cigar. Once we get over 800, I'll be taking the risk off most likely. So yeah, man, it's good work. Bro's out on a run. I'm here watching, manning the ship. Yeah, let's go. Keep it pushing. Alright, I'll be here watching this nice and quietly and playing trap. Good work.
For 2 months. But I want you to think about this for a second. There were tailwinds that caused it. Think about this.
Finance the old way. Finance the ramp way.
From stinky diapers to stinky feet, odors can be caused by bacteria that linger in your air. Unlike air fresheners.
Every Mag 7 stock, except for NVIDIA, because they haven't produced yet, the only one that really bombed earnings in a bad way was Tesla. Right? I want to say Facebook may have missed. I don't think so, but Microsoft, Amazon, they was knocking it out the park. Earnings came in really, really strong for a lot of Mag 7 companies, but also not just Mag 7. Think about this. Of all the companies that have reported earnings, 70% of companies have beat expectations. That means the market is seeing what's called earnings growth at a high level. So when you have earnings growth pushing up, that means the market is saying, hey, maybe this is happening in a way that we didn't expect. So people gonna say, oh, they cooking the books, whatever. All I got is the numbers they report. Second of all, let me tell you what the catalyst was to the market. Let me tell you the catalyst to the market. The catalyst to the market rallying was this. Google said, we spending money, we don't care what y'all talking about. Google went negative. So the market then predicted, watch this, and then Meta doubled that. They were like, yep, we don't care. Now, Meta wasn't negative, but they close. They were like, yo, we spending on this AI. So the market now is saying, bro, we don't care what happened. Y'all gonna keep spending all this money and y'all ain't showing us no profit. But then Microsoft reported. And Microsoft said, yo, we're not gonna really spend as much. We're gonna cut it a little bit, but guess what, y'all? Azure, our cloud business, reported record earnings. Why does that matter? Because that's what their AI is built into. So essentially, the cloud business for Microsoft is profitable, which means AI that Microsoft is using is profitable, which means the market said, wow, you mean Microsoft's AI portion of their business is profitable? That's interesting. That's why Microsoft rallied. But then what followed them? Amazon. What does Amazon use AI for the most? AWS. What is that? Amazon Web. Guess what they put up? Record profitable numbers. So that means Amazon and Microsoft, the two companies that have cloud, that are also spending money on AI, saying, look, our AI is profitable. Well, why can't Meta do that? Well, Meta has to prove it in a different way because they don't have a cloud business. So because they don't have a cloud business, they got to show another way on how their AI is profitable. They got to do that. Google hasn't shown yet that their AI is profitable, and they double down on how much they spending with CapEx, which is why NVIDIA is going to be super important because reason why Apple, somebody said Meta still getting beat up. Meta rallied, but they got to prove that the AI is profitable. So Microsoft came out and said, hey, we're going to cut it a little bit. So don't be surprised it's going into the next quarter. You see some companies saying, you know what? We're not going to spend as much because we got to show that we're profitable. That's what Wall Street is rewarding. Wall Street is right now rewarding profitability with the AI. At one point, it was, I don't care how much we spending, we got AI. We would even come on TV and be like, yo, this company said AI 22 times. This company said AI 45 times. This company said AI 13 times. It would have to think, how many times you think a company gonna say AI? Well, now, Palantir, another one. Hey, our AI is profitable. They record-breaking numbers, and I know people don't like Palantir. I'm not being biased. I'm just saying, like, companies are now showing that the AI, you gotta now show where it's profitable at. That's how your company gonna run. So I gotta look at the AMD numbers and seeing what they done. I gotta see what they done, why they fell so hard, but that's what you're seeing right now. So it's gonna be central when one, SNDK gonna report tomorrow and they're gonna talk about cloud, they're gonna talk about AI storage, right? They not a build out. All eyes gonna be on them for sure, but it is what it is. The rest of the world gonna be waiting for NVIDIA on the 24th or the 26th because they wanna see what they doing. Now the thing about NVIDIA is, it's tricky because they gonna have record-breaking numbers. We know it. But they not spending a ton of money like everybody else on AI build-out, which is why Apple was running like crazy because Apple was the only other company outside of NVIDIA that wasn't spending a lot of money on AI build-out. So the eyes are gonna be on NVIDIA, but not for what we think it is. NVIDIA gonna be the temperature check on, is the AI foundation still growing? That's all I had to say about that. Let's go a little further, Jose.
When we first started working together, I'm checking it every day. I'm like, I don't know, was this the right
I told you not to check it every day.
What made you get into doing what you do?
This is it. It's an opportunity to help people.
That's what made me feel.
All right, here we go. So now this is called the advanced decline line. And why this is important, I want to introduce this to us because it's something I look at all the time. There's certain people on Twitter that put out really good data. And so I always look at the advanced decline line, meaning how many stocks are advancing to how many stocks are declining as the market is going up. So look at this. The New York Stock Exchange advanced decline line is showing no major weaknesses. Coming back 6 decades shows that this is a positive development as the breadth leads on the way up and down. Meaning, as the market is going up, there's not a lot of stocks declining. There are stocks actually advancing. But even when the market was declining, you still had stocks advancing. Only a small group of stocks was declining, which was AI, which is why when we look at the RSP, which is the equal weighted ETF, why you saw that still hitting all-time highs. Why? Because everything was still going up except for what? Technology. And a certain part of technology. So that's why I showed y'all this. Let's go a little further. All right, so I think this is important. So the 8th longest bull market since World War II continues. So with new highs on the S&P, and so the S&P did hit 7,700 today. With new highs on the S&P 500 likely today, the current bull market is now about 3.8 years old. So this bull market started about 2023. Remember, 2022, we had a massive negative year. So it's a good time to remember that out of 7 other bull markets that made it past this, 6 of them lasted at least 5 years on an average of more than 7 years. And here's the dates. But remember I told y'all something maybe 2 months ago. I said, we gonna run, but there are going to be pullbacks. And I said this, I'm like, bro, like people like, and again, what happens is people get in worst case scenarios. I never get in worst case scenarios. So when people saw the market pulling back, they was like, bruh, like people DMing me, oh, you stupid, Trav, we about to hit a bear market. I'm like, bro, we just down. Like at the time I was like, bro, we just hit 10%. All right, cool, we in a correction. That's normal. It's not bad. No, we going to, zero. I'm like, bro, shut up. Because what happens is people paint worst case scenarios in times of tension. People paint worst case scenarios in time of tension. Bro, you know how far a 20% decline is? And I'm not saying it's not gonna happen, but what I'm saying is I don't see the overall market doing it. Meaning, I don't see the whole NASDAQ and the whole S&P falling. Now, gotta think about this. During the midterm, it is normal to see a pullback of 15% and sometimes 20%. But here's why I say the pullback won't be that deep this year, and I could be wrong. Because we already got 15% early in the year. So you telling me twice in a year you're gonna get 15 and 20%? I'm not saying it can't happen because anything happening to the market, but the likelihood of you having 15 to 20% declines in one calendar year, that will truly be a heavy, heavy year. So that's my thesis on it. Let's go a little further. Now, July reset the bull market, not ended it. And I think that is true. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna say this to everybody here. I saw my guy Zay, I don't know if he in here, but as I was tweeting this, he had said it. Bro, throw the seasonality out the window. I say throw it out the window. July is typically the strongest month in the market. This was the worst July since 2014. July is typically the strongest month in the market, bro. Bro, July we got clobbered, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it just was like, So I say only thing that matters is price action and market structure. And the one thing I'll tell everybody right now is just don't over leverage yourself, bro. Respect what you see. Don't start guessing. Don't start anticipating. This is not the time to be gambling. And let me say this on record too, bro. I don't got no hate for nobody, but I saw something that said like, sports betting is probably going to be worse than a crack epidemic to our culture. And I'm not going to lie, bruh. This is no hate. I think that may be a truth. I think that may be a truth. And the reason why I say that is because sports betting don't.
For nearly 50 years, Kaiser University has helped students pursue career advancement.
Doesn't hit the rich.
YouTube, man. We are here. Y'all see, price almost stopped my black ass out. Don't care because I've dodged 2 losses in the past 2 days on shit signals, literally. So, pretty much made $500 by saying no to bad trades. So I'm very happy with that. However this works out, I'll be back tomorrow. Got 4 signals left in the week. So, you know, everything's in abundance. No kind of scarcity here. We get hella plays every day. So I ain't worried about nothing. I think this could still work though. I'll be here. Bro's gonna come through and tap in. I'm going to the smoke shop, but I'll be back. Screen will still be up. Yep. You know, this is a Twin Peaks Trading Podcast. Like I said, we make money off trading. We don't make, we're not selling any courses. Our good community is free, so we're kind of pretty chill with this whole situation until things, until things change. It's a chill podcast. Come through, watch some charts, catch up on your word, catch up on trap. That's what we're here for. Other than that, not trying to sell you anything yet. Don't take my signals. It's my strategy. Not selling it. All right? Me and Bro's strategy, not selling it. Do your own homework. It's not financial advice, etc., etc. All right. Anyways, enjoy the charts. I'll be here. My charts might click off when I log out, so I might put something else up here. Actually, because I'm not gonna be able to. All right. If the charts click off, just know I was able to break even. That's all I can say. Alright, anyways, great work, guys. Bro's gonna tap in. Mike set up for him to tap in the Discord, so it's great work.
They go to the racetrack already. They go to Churchill Downs already. They go to Formula One racing already. They go to NASCAR already. Sports betting will demolish the poor. Right? And I saw it, and y'all know, I be chilling. I got homies I got a homie that's I remember in prison, bro. I remember when I was even coming home, bro, you had to go to the gambling shack. There was an OG that had a gambling shack set up. You had to go to the gambling shack, and it was everybody wasn't on parlays and but all they did was do the same thing that they did with the lottery. Because remember at one time, the lottery was for who? Poors. For poor people. That's who played the lottery, bro. That was a whole thing. Rich people didn't play the lottery like that. Wealthy people, they didn't play the lottery like that. They didn't play the numbers like that. You know who played the numbers? Poor people. And then, you know what they did? They stopped. They made, the numbers been illegal, but then they created what? The lottery. Right? Sports betting was some back deal. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't in Vegas and everybody wasn't going to Vegas, you had to go to the who? You had to go to the gambling shack. You had to go to the gambling shack. You go to the gambling shack, why? Because they shooting dice in the gambling shack, they gambling on pool in the gambling shack, and they got the numbers man in the gambling shack where you could bet on the games in the gambling shack. You know what they did? Don't go to the gambling shack. We got something for you. It's called Prize Picks. It's called whatever you want to call it. And I would have to agree, man, that I remember I told us this a while back about Robinhood. Now they got sports betting, and then they got the prediction markets. As of right now, the prediction market is not on E-Trade. As of right now, the prediction market is not on Fidelity. As of right now, the prediction market is not on Vanguard. You know where the prediction market is at? Robinhood. Who on Robinhood? A certain economic class of people. So it's not a coincidence, bro. And you can bet on everything from, red light, green light. You know why? Because people in a certain economic class are looking for a way out. And they will use money they don't have to chase an idea of something. The quick money, the quick flip. Because in most cases, it's not their fault. The system is working exactly how it's supposed to be working. The playbook is working exactly how it's supposed to be working. So when you look at numbers that say the average person that's middle-class America living check to check, you know what they about to do? Man, if I can hit on this little sports bet.
Get this.
And if you don't hit on that sports bet, the money you don't have, because that's the money you're using to go sports bet. And in their mind, options take too long. Trading take too long. And watch this. Because most people don't understand the stock market anyway. They understand sports. Why? This team got to win, this team got to lose by this many points. That is so simple to understand. And I'm not taking nothing away from my sports bettor, like people that run it or nothing. There's not a shot at y'all at all. Please don't take it as that. Because I know you see a way. You ain't know, you see a way out and you kind of probably got good at it. You got your science to it. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that people, because we look at the stock market, we think everybody knew about the stock market. Because this is our world. Right? So in your mind, you tell somebody about AMD, you can go put 10 people together right now and say, hey, bro, man, what you think about AMD? And be like, who? AM what? What that is? That's a drink?
That's the theater up the street?
What?
The theater?
What that is? The theater? Man, I stopped going there 10 years ago. I think they closed that down, dog. Man, what you think about NVIDIA? Who? First of all, they're going to say it wrong. NVIDIA. Who? What you think about who? But I don't know what that is. A GPU? What is that? A GPS? No, the GPU, the chips. What chips? Doritos? No, semiconductor. What is that, cuz? You know what that is? They're not gonna know. They don't know what that is. We on here talking about STX. They think that's a disease or something. Boy, you got STX? Boy, who gave you that? Boy, no, indeed, no, boy, cuz, like, man, you, STX, cuz, nah, bro. Nah, that's wrong. Only reason to know about SpaceX is because they understand who Tesla is, and SpaceX was all over the world. You couldn't go on one, they know who Meta is, but if you start asking them about, like, stocks outside of, like, Meta, Apple, you know what I'm saying? They'd be like, man, yeah, dog, I made $10,000 on Palantir. Bro, who is that? What is that? What they do? Nah, I don't understand that. They don't know. We got a small bubble. We got a small bubble. So don't think this is normal conversation. That's why I'm telling y'all, we tell y'all, like, thank y'all. Because for 4 years now, y'all have been tuning in to us for 3 hours on a Tuesday. When people looking for something to be distracted by. Because life is lifing. And they know they about to get paid this week and it's already gone. Or they don't get paid till next week and it's already gone.
Check this out. I'm going to show you how I afforded this car. Okay, you ready? All right, $118 for car insurance. That's how much I was paying, okay? I picked up the car a few months ago and watch this, ready? $97 premium, $20 were my fees, $118. Now, I covered up my private information, guys. $39, $118. Check this out, ready? $500 for comprehensive, $500 for collision, $500 for comprehensive, $500 for collision, okay? The same make and model, Hyundai Ioniq, okay? Guys, it's the same policy, $118 to $39. As you can see, I have full coverage. I have a premium policy. I love my coverage and I love my insurance company, but I was paying a lot and I didn't even realize it. Check this out. See, look. All right. Hyundai Ioniq. I picked my year, okay? Hyundai Ioniq. There's my make. I picked it already. And then you're going to scroll down and find your model. This Ionic Limited. Guys, this only takes 2 minutes. Okay? It's free. Stop overpaying. Fill this out.
Check this out. This is how I can afford this Jeep Wrangler. I was paying $243 for my brand new Jeep for insurance coverage. You can see the breakdown right here. And now I'm gonna show you what I pay thanks to Simplify. Bam, $95. That's almost 2.5 times, that is 2.5 times less. And if you can see right here, there's the breakdown, $89.34, $566 fees for a total of $95. You probably don't believe me that it's the same car, but you can see it right here. Is the coverage the same? Absolutely. Comprehensive 500, comprehensive 500, collision 1000,
Order filled.
collision 1000, additional equipment 1000, additional equipment 1000. So I have the same exact coverage, but I'm paying 2.5 times less and almost $1,700 less per year. That's $1,700 that I could be spending my money elsewhere. And you guys, this is so easy to do. It's just filling out basic information on your phone. Just enter your zip code. It's going to ask me for my vehicle information, Jeep, Wrangler, and it's owned. And look, guys, this is so easy. It only takes 2 minutes and it's totally free to get a quote. You just literally fill it out and it's all done for you. You have to check this out.
School closes here. Bro, it's tough right now. I get it. So guess the easy way out. I'm going to go play the lottery because that's simple to me. You know what that is? I got to pick 6 numbers. I know the chances is 0 to 100. I got a better chance of getting hitting by lightning than to hit this, but guess what? It only costs $1. And I've been playing this for 10 years. And while I'm at it, let me get some scratch-offs because I'm going to spend $2 on, I'm going to spend the lottery ticket and I got my scratch-off money. I know the ones I want. I want the lucky dollar with the lucky 7. I want the blue diamond. I want the cobra, whatever. That's what I want. And I'm going to right here and I'm going to scratch it off right in front of your face. I feel like I got a better chance with that. So when you tell me about prize picks and you're going to give me $5, I'm going to give you $500. Oh, that's the bait. That's the whole hook, line, and sinker. Because I don't know about stocks, but guess what I know about? I know who the Lakers is. And I just know that this team got to beat this team by this many points. I don't know that the odds is against me. I don't understand how sports is set up. I didn't mean to go on that rant like that. But when I heard that, bro, I was like, damn, like.
I knew it was something when I saw the ads.
I done got 2 offers for sports betting. I will not do it.
I even asked you because I was like, oh, they must be paying.
I said, bro, I would not be doing it. My dog Chad came to me, and this even before, like Chad was the third person. Chad was like, hey, bro, I can get you like 60 for sure. I was like, whoa. He was like, with prospects. He said, I can get you like 60 for sure, 100 because they're going to look at your audience. But I know you ain't probably going to do it. I was like, what? He was like, prospect. I was like, oh, I ain't do that. Well, I sell blunt wrappers on here before I do that. Hey, get these backwoods, cuz. I know y'all here cheating, cuz. Get these backwoods. I'm going to have to fuss with Miss April about it because she's going to be like, sir. Yes.
All the flavors.
We are promoting backwoods in all the flavors. You know what I'm saying? I will promote backwoods. Look, bro, this your own leaf. You really want to smoke, you got to roll the leaf, cuz. Like, learn how to roll your leaf, cuz. Look, bro, they got the purple, they got, I got you. Before I promote prospects, cuz. Don't know the CEO, don't know the owner, not my business. Or DraftKings, but I won't do that. I won't do it, bro. So, anyway, I know I went on a rant, but let's go a little further. All right, what we got, Jose? All right, so here we go. NASDAQ, let's talk about it. The NASDAQ is up 7.6% in less than a week. Hope you didn't panic sell. I get on Instagram all the time and I be saying, don't sell nothing. Don't sell it. Don't sell it. But you know why you gonna sell it? Because we haven't understood how to play this game. We gotta understand how to play this game. So think about that. Like, even in the Patreon, I was like, bro, if you don't get stopped out, man, don't trip. If you don't get stopped out, man, stay in there. You know what you saw. We saw what we saw. If we don't get stopped out, bro, I don't care. It's a hard flush. Boom. All right, bet. Guess what? I'll be honest with you. We put the SNDK, the MU play, and the drum play, and the other play. Bro, when I put them in, bro, they went within 4 hours, 6 hours, bro. By the end of the day, bro, they was down like 25%. I was like, damn. I say, God damn. Excuse my language. Next day, they ate a little bit back. Next day, ate a little bit back. Now I'm only down like, the SNDK is positive now. The MU play down probably like 10%. FCX probably down like 12%. And the drum play is probably down like, I think, 8%. Bro, if it don't hit the stop, man. Run it. Run it. Obey the rules as much as you can. Preserve the capital as much as you can. Don't let it, because here's what I want you to understand, y'all. We don't know the mechanics behind what's going on. Like, people like, oh, it's a bear market. I told y'all this. None of us knew that they was knocking old boy out of position. Bro, an unwind of $35 billion gonna move the market, bro. Especially if it's all tech. And then on the other side of it, they hit him from two ways because he was short Microsoft. So he was long tech, short software. And guess what the market did? The market went long software, short tech. He's screwed. They hit him from both ways. That's $35 billion that went back into the market off one person. He had to cover that. So somebody else get to buy for pennies on the dollar. So imagine, and then you got the South Korea traders. They getting liquidated, flushed out. That's money that's hitting the market. You don't know that until the story comes out. And when the story comes out, look what I told my Patreon. I said, hey, y'all, this the fresh breath the market need. My Patreon can tell you that. I said, this the fresh breath the market need. Once the story came out and I did my homework, I said, y'all, we about to go. If my Patreon people in the chat, ask them, did I say that? Like, soon as I read the story all night. I read the story, because, it could be a headline and gotta be real. I say, y'all, we about to go. We about to go. I made a post about it. Everybody like, man, you don't know, you think they triggered one person. It wasn't about the one person. He was the sacrificial lamb. Everybody else took their L, but $45 billion off one person? Bruh. You know how much 45 million of liquidation goes into the market, bro? That's a needle mover. That ain't $100,000, bro. That's 45 or 35 billion with a B. That's a needle mover. I went right in the group and said, hey, y'all, we about to go up. They got all the because you got to remember, the market ain't hunting for my stock price or your stock price. It ain't a target on me and you. They looking for fresh money. They looking for liquidity. That's why them wicks you see matter on the chart. That stop loss is that gotta be hit. That's why you gotta learn your market structure. You know why? Because the market understand, that lower low, they got a whole bunch of people with some money right there. That higher low, they got people with some money right there. They got them stops right there. Yep, that high right there, yep, they got some people with some money. You ain't a market structure trader, you a trend line trader. Guess what? We know these too. They got some people with some marks in right there. Yeah. Oh, previous week high, previous week low, we know you gonna stop out right there. We need to get that out your partner. Oh, you got your Fibonacci right there? We need that too. We need to get that out your partner. Come on. We're gonna put the pressure on until you say sell. And we need enough of them sells, now we can go the other way. So we need. So they hunting the new bread, and they saw a pot of gold. It wasn't just him, it was a bunch of people who was bullish on the AI trade, and they wasn't just bullish. It was ultra bullish. And when you ultra bullish, you start doing stuff that you don't supposed to be doing, like leveraging a whole bunch of money. And guess what you do when you go to the bank? They own, they like, hey, check this out. Hey, he come got $5 million. He come got $5 billion from me. He got $5 billion from me. He got $5 billion from them. Hey, go get that. Don't think it ain't. You 24. You a lick. Hey, Kent. He's sweet. Hey, just give me me, yeah, man. Just give me me. He went and got $5-6 billion from J.P. Morgan. You know how J.P. Morgan get down? They just got caught with 100 tons of cocaine. What you talking about? You don't know? If I get caught with 100 tons of cocaine, you know what kind of game I'm playing. Hey. And that just means, hey, when you hit it, give me me.
Let you know that you're my only one. I know you're feeling numb. I fuck you till you come. Said I don't understand how you don't let on that. You want me in your bed, 'cause I
You hit him for, hey, send me some of that. We figure out how to break it down. You know what we do. You know what we do. Send that. You know what I'm talking about? Send that. And then immediately after that, right before that happened, watch this, J.P. Morgan puts out a sign, a headline that says, hey, we super bullish on stocks now. You just been saying you bearish on stocks forever. Come on, don't act like you don't see the play. Now you bullish on stocks. Of course you are. You said the hit. Of course you are. It's a game of gangsters, bro. It's a game of gangsters, bro. I tell anybody, bro, this game is way more treacherous than the streets. Here's why. In the streets, they kill you. It's final. It's final. You're done. Here, they want you broke. Bro got married Saturday. Bro, I don't want to get married no more. I'm not saying me personally. Think about that, bro. I'm going into the week before my marriage. I'm up $45 billion. I'm talking crazy to my wife. Man, I'm that nigga. I just turned 200 to 45 billion. Stop playing with me. You ain't gonna meet nobody like me. You feel me? I'm talking crazy in the house. And she better be rooting me on. I'm 24. Man, I am him. I am him. Tell me I'm him, babe. You him, babe. Yeah. I'm talking crazy. I get married Saturday. I'm going into the marriage like, babe, we on and popping. He already see 100 billion right now. He like, babe, I hit 45 and 2 million. He like, babe, I'm telling you, in 3 more years, we're going to be worth 100 billion. She see the vision. She just seen him turn 200 million to 45 billion. Babe, you that nigga. Bro, 2-3 days before the wedding, babe, we not that no more. They got me. Who got you? They got me. Now she got to still say, you still him, babe. No, she on the phone like, this done lost all the money. I told him take some of the money out. He done lost all the money. You know she telling her girl that. But, babe, you still, I'm going to be like, babe, the wedding postponed. I can't focus on getting married. My mind is on, bro, you on my hit list, cuz. I got to figure it, because he brilliant. He 24, he brilliant. Bro, you on my hit list until you either hit your grave or until I hit mine. I'm 24, I got way more longer than you. Hey, I'm on you. I'm on, you know he used to work at AI. Boy, coding right now trying to figure it out. You feel me? Cuz, just hear me out. You lose $45 billion. Because he still got 10, I think he got 10% of it left, or 15% of it left. Because he's still up 80%, bro. You lose $45 billion 3 days before your wedding, bro. You don't feel like getting married no more. It ain't even that I don't love you no more. My perspective, I gotta lick my wounds. Hey, next week, y'all. I need a week. And then after I lose the market rally the next 4 days, next month. Next month. Do you, Leon Howard, say I do? I don't. I don't, Pastor. I love you, baby, but I don't right now. Like, yeah, because he over there, he got one. He laughing like he got one. He think I'm sweet as Bevy. I need my link back. All right, let's go, man. My bad.
Hey, Trap, this is Emmett, man. Just want to ask you one question. How do you know what sectors are cooling off and what sectors to transition into at what time and what seasons? Is this something you look at on FinViz, or is this something that you just understand just by the nature of how the market moves? That's just my question. All right. Thanks, Trap. Keep trapping, man. Salute.
Shout out my guy Emmett, man. Emmett gonna be a savage. Emmett gonna be a savage. I'm about to say, I was looking at something. Somebody say bear meat, not sweet. It's just a saying. It's a hood saying. When you're shooting dice, you sweet as, but it's easy money, boy. You sweet as bear meat, boy.
So that was bear meat.
What?
Bear meat, that's what you said.
Sweet as bear meat, yeah.
I ain't never heard that joke.
Yeah, because you wasn't shooting dice.
Nah, definitely.
You wasn't outside.
And I never had bear meat either.
You was inside.
Definitely inside.
I ain't never had it either, but I know it's sweet in the dice game. That's the first thing you tell somebody when you taking their money. Boy, you sweet as bear meat. Shut up.
Yeah, I'm inside. AC, blowing.
Man, put that money down. Come on. That's easy money. Ha! Boy, you sweet as bear meat. Go tell your girl give you some money. Boy, you sweet as bear meat. Ha! You easy money. Quick lick. You look like a duck, sound like a duck, gotta be a duck. Ah, keep quacking. Hey! Hey, your boy was outside, cuz. I was outside, cuz. Backdoor little joke.
Yeah, I definitely was not.
Jose wasn't outside, y'all. Jose wasn't outside.
Watch a cartoon.
All right, so my guy, Emmett. So one of the things you could do is, I'll be honest with you, like, I never get caught too much, and my Patreon people know this too, like, I never get caught too much in the rotation talk. Right? Because here's what I know and here's what I know well. And we may not rally tomorrow. I don't know. But here's what I know and I know well. You don't have a great stock market without technology. Right? So you can look at FinViz and, that's one of the things I could, but you looking for companies that start to lead. So if you think about it, when the market was falling down, who was leading? Who started taking over? Software started taking over. So it wasn't overall tech. It was semis. So the SMHs fell. So you looking at where the lead is at. The first thing I would do is look for what ETF starting to perform well, because that's the collection of stocks that's not low. You look at it, healthcare was taking over, small cap banks was turning up, real estate was taking up. And I keep saying this company called Travelers, bro. I cannot get in the company, bro, and I've been trying. It's such a savage. TRV. I've been trying to get in it, bro. It's just, I just keep missing it. But that's how you looking for. You're looking for not indicators. You're looking for companies that are starting to lead. And this is the thing what people get. Like, as soon as the market start falling, everybody start trying to run. For me, I know I'm gonna take a couple gut shots because I'm waiting to see where it's going at. You know what I'm saying? But I be okay with taking the gut shots, and I be trying to tell my people that, like, I don't try to avoid the loss, I just try to limit it. Come on, Sean, you supposed to snap when I say that, right? I don't try to avoid it because they inevitable. I just try to limit the pain. Like, all right, bet, let me shrink it here. All right, I know I know it's not even about us being over leveraged. It's just like when we hitting, we hitting. You know what I'm saying? We gonna go on that run. Bro, I made $1 million back-to-back months, man. April and May, bro. Like, what are we talking about here? So what, I had to give you 600, 700,000 back. All right, whoop-de-doo, bro. All right, it's the cost of the game. It's the cost of the game. I ain't tripping. I take that. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for leaders. Now, what I did say we got it, like I said, we got in Eli Lilly, we got in Merck, we got in AbbVie, and we was doing really, really good. But then, like that tech, when tech swung, it dropped. I was like, damn, y'all didn't even give me a chance to come up out of there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was able to get out of the Merck play, the MRK play. We was able to get out of that with a little 10, 15% gain, which was good. But I was up bigger than that. But it fell, but Eli Lilly fell so hard. I was like, dang, bro. But that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for what ETFs are now, if the market is falling, what ETFs are like starting to stand up. So IGV started standing up. Okay, software turning around. Healthcare started standing up. Okay, cool. You are XLI started standing up. Industrial. So I'm looking for what ETFs are starting to perform best, and I'm looking at where the money going into. All the bases starting to break out. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I'm looking for, bro. Great question. Oh. What video? That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. Let it run tomorrow. That's cool. All right, let's go. All right, so we got our certified trapper of the week is, I can't see the first part of it, Jose. Mifflin W. Gibbs. Is Mifflin? Mifflin. Mifflin W. Gibbs was an American merchant lawyer, politician, a diplomat, and abolitionist whose career spanned the United States and Canada to become one of the most prominent black public figures in the 19th century. Through his business success and civil rights advocacy, and groundbreaking rules in public office. Let's go.
In 1823 Philadelphia, Mifflin Worcester Gibbs was born free in a city buzzing with abolitionists and big dreams. As a young man, he traveled with Frederick Douglass on an anti-slavery speaking tour, learning that words and knowledge were weapons for freedom. After Gibbs moved west to San Francisco during the Gold Rush. There, he co-founded Mirror of the Times, the first black newspaper on the Pacific Coast, using the press to fight racist laws and inspire his community. Chasing bigger stakes, he joined the California Gold Rush.
Limitless then, limitless now. Rapid broke the limits first. Now, Legacy joins the revolution. With no daily loss limits and no consistency rule in Legacy Funded Next account. It's your flow, your pace, your edge, uninterrupted. Go limitless with Funded Next Futures.
Exquisite timepieces.
Exquisite timepieces. Exquisite timepieces.
Exquisite timepieces.
Your favorite watch creators trust us at Exquisite Timepieces.
Exquisite is a family-owned AD. They're an awesome AD. I've worked with them for years. I've bought from them many times, so I recommend them.
Exquisite is the authorized dealer of, as well as 60 other brands or more at this point, plus a massive pre-owned collection.
And there's only one reason you're seeing this video. It's because the awesome people at Exquisite Timepieces. Exquisite Timepieces has been around long enough that people who know watches know them.
Shop where the watch community goes at Exquisite Timepieces and online at exquisitetimepieces.com.
Not to dig, but to sell what the miners needed. Racist taxes and laws tried to shut him down. White mobs even threatened to burn his shop. Instead, Gibbs doubled his supply business, turned a profit, and inspired black settlers to own. California turned toxic. Gibbs didn't beg for rights. He led hundreds north to Vancouver Island, British Columbia. In Victoria, He opened new stores, invested in mining, and helped build schools, churches, and even a black militia. Then he made history, elected to Victoria City Council in 1866, the first black person to hold public office in British Columbia. He proved black power could cross borders and shape a colony's future. With a fortune built abroad, Gibbs returned to America. This time, he didn't just own businesses, he studied law. In Arkansas, he made history as the first black elected municipal judge in the United States. Unheard of in the post-slavery South, he used the bench to protect black property rights and settle disputes fairly when few dared. Gibbs turned every racist blockade into a new venture, owning what he built. He invested profits in land and mining, stayed debt-free, and mentored young black businessmen. He didn't wait for freedom. He made a way, creating a blueprint for others to follow. When Gibbs passed at 92, he left proof that wealth, respect, and power don't beg for permission.
That's good, man. Wealth, respect, and power don't beg for permission. I like that, Jose. I like that, Jose. All right, let's go a little further, man.
Hey, what it do, Trap? It's your boy Malik. Shout out to all the trappers. Shout out to Jose for taking my question. My question today is, I'm looking at Netflix as my new position for my buy and hold portfolio. I don't have any shares of it now. I noticed that it's been getting beat up a lot lately, especially since the last earnings call. It's well below its 200-day moving average. I'm wondering, do you think it's getting beat up because of the news about the company, or is it because it's just a bad company overall? I should just steer away from it. Thank you.
Malik, I don't know, man. I think the last earnings didn't do, I think they've had subscriber loss the last earnings call they had. I don't know, man. They just been, you know, and last year, like, we made a ton of money on Netflix. Like, that's what helped me come up out of that hole. Like, I was running them through the roof last year. I'm not gonna lie. I was stacking and trapping on them. I was 50 contracts. But once they got tied up in that deal, man, they just haven't been the same, bro. They just haven't been the same stock since that merger. I think it is a damaged company right now, and they need to do something. I don't know what they need to do, because at one time they were the leader in streaming. I don't know, man. I think the world, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I don't know if Netflix and chill is like a thing no more. I think it's a lot of other outlets now. Like you gotta think like, and they trying to, don't get me wrong, they trying to do, like, they got Kevin Hart driving stuff, they got some, but I just think like, now, I just think it's, people have now identified that they're gonna have 2 to 3 streamers. People gonna have Netflix, they're gonna have Amazon Prime, and they're gonna pick one more. You know what I'm saying? Everybody going Tubi, and then now I think the real threat is YouTube. I think the real threat is YouTube, and then I think the real threat is things like what is called Kick and Twitch. I think those are the real threats now, because like even my daughter, like, she don't be wanting to watch Netflix like that. I don't be wanting to watch Netflix like, and I got both of them. I don't be wanting to really watch it like that, even though I'm subscribed to it. So I don't even know how good it did for them to act, like do the. Wait, let me say this. There's no hate right here when I'm about to say this. I think it was a big bag for Charlamagne and everybody, but I don't even know how good it was for them to add podcasting to Netflix, because that ain't what we going there for. Like, I think that was a bad.
Built for traders who value structure and transparency,
too many steps to go to find the thing.
Yeah, I think it was I think it was a great deal for podcast people. I think it was a big bag. Like, get you a bag. All right? Because once they give you the money, they can't take it back.
Mm-hmm.
Right? But I don't think that was something that you can implement that was good. Like, I don't think that we going on Netflix like, yeah, let me watch this podcast. We go on YouTube for that.
Yep.
And you got to think about it. We're programmed to go on YouTube for that. YouTube programmed us for that for years. It's going to take a long time for us to be like, oh, yeah, let me go watch this on.
And they put it in our face because they know this is what we look at.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Netflix don't know I look at.
Yeah, like YouTube know, like, oh, here you go. Like, we going on YouTube looking for The Breakfast Club. We like, oh, okay, yeah. Like, we going on Netflix, we not going on that. Oh, let me go watch this podcast. It's like, yo, y'all got no movies on here? All right, let me go to Amazon Prime right quick. Or let me go to Tubi right quick. So I don't know if that was the best. I don't know if that was the best, but again, I've never ran a multi-billion-dollar company. I'm struggling trying to run my little 8-figure company. You know what I'm saying? So I've never ran a multi-billion-dollar company, so I don't have no idea. But from a CEO perspective, I don't think that, again, let me say this. I think it was a great move for the entrepreneurs who got the bag. I don't know if that was the best business move for Netflix. I think you could have went another route. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would be going after the kids. Like, how can I get them on here? Like, instead of going to YouTube, instead of going to get that track from YouTube, I would have been like, hey, how do I go to one of these other platforms and put that on here? You know what I'm saying?
If you look at the kids, they either watching the streams or super long videos that was streamed and put
100%. Like, I would go figure out that. I would have never put, I don't think that was it. I think that was a bad move. So you lost the bidding war, and once you lost the bidding war, that was your counter move. Once you lose the bidding war, that's how I knew that was an egotistical move. Like, once you use the bidding war, you got to sit back and regroup. Like, all right, bet. Like, what we going to do? Like, all right, we lost the war. Either you going to pay it or you're not going to pay it. Once you decided you wasn't going to pay it, all right, bet I'm not going to pay it. What's my next move? And if you think that that was the best move, I'm not mad at that either, because every move we go out ain't going to work. You're a genius if it worked. You stupid if you don't work. So, you know what I'm saying? I get that too. So and again, I'm on the side playing chess. So I knew all the moves because I ain't in it. You know what I'm saying? But I just don't think, looking from a consumer perspective, I don't think that that was the best move for them. And the thing about business is, a bad move sets the business back. Because you got to recover from it. But you had two bad moves. You had the deal didn't go through, that tied up enough time, that knocked your stock down already. And then that bad move, so back to back. But that's what I think about that, Malik. I think there's better plays to get in the market than Netflix right now. I could be wrong. I may regret to say that 2 years from now. But right now, I just think they got better plays. But you may see the opportunity before me. Let's go. All right, the U.S. and Japan intervene. So the U.S. and Japan have engaged in their first coordinated currency intervention in 15 years to stop the slide of the weakening Japanese yen, with both nations indicating that the further action could follow. Essentially, like, we talked about the carry trade a while back. And we understand that the yen had been at a certain price for so long, the interest rates was low, and so when interest rates became low, that became a thing. And then there was some pivots happening. So the United States I think Japan spent about $58 billion buying some of their own money, and then the U.S. came in and spent about another $10 billion with more. And the reason being, we gotta save that dollar because it is affected by our dollar. How is it affected by our dollar? They are the largest foreign holder of American bonds. And if we don't help them protect their dollar, they start selling our dollar, then our stuff go horrible. So we need them to not sell their dollar. You know, we need their dollar not to get bad, so we got to step in. And so all my Forex traders probably having a field day with this. This their game. Salute to my Forex traders. I don't know nothing about y'all game like this, but I know when you talking yen and dollar, that's y'all thing. Where Jessica at? That's her lane, you hear me? Let's go a little further. Go. It was a video for that?
Everyone, everywhere is building software, but the more people build, the harder it is to keep things secure. So, we reimagined app building in Retool, bringing visibility and control to everything your team ships, no matter where they built it. Build anywhere, ship in Retool.
Japan's yen has become so weak that even the US has stepped in to try to stop its slide. It's the first coordinated US-Japan intervention in 15 years, and both countries have said that more action could follow.
私たち、財務省当局として、米国当局として、まさに、無秩序な動きに対しては断固たる措置を取ると。
But what's the yen got to do with the US? The yen is one of the world's favorite currencies to borrow given Japan's relatively low interest rates. Investors often use the borrowed yen to invest in other assets like US treasuries for higher returns. That means sharp swings and volatility in the yen can influence global investment flows with ripple effects across everything from US bond markets to stocks. Plus, if Japan is left on its own to defend the yen, it may have little choice except to sell down part of its holdings of treasuries to fund more interventions, which would have a negative impact on US borrowing costs. There's also a political message of goodwill here.
We have a good relationship with Japan. We're very strong, very, very strong financially. They are, they have a weakening yen, and they wanted a little bit of help, and we're always there for Japan.
Direct intervention is the most immediate way to curb a currency's decline. Japan alone is said to have spent more than $50 billion last week to support the currency. The coordinated move with the US helped push the currency higher. But interventions like this are ultimately a band-aid solution. The BOJ raised its benchmark rate to its highest since 1995 in June, but many analysts see the central bank as too cautious on rate hikes. And as long as Japan's interest rates remain low, investors may still be drawn to borrowing the yen and investing elsewhere, keeping a downward pressure on the currency.
So that's kind of the idea behind that, man. So even though I said it, that's kind of it. And we need to just understand these things. Somebody said, yo, Trap, is my guy Chopper Phillips, man. I remember you broke that down on a whiteboard, for sure. Let's go a little further. Americans now have paid $56.4 billion more for gas since the start of war. But we know that. We feel it every time we go to the pump. And Donald Trump gonna get on TV and talk about something. All companies have made too much money. You need to stop this war, bro. Like, go on, stop the war, bro. Like, stop the war, bro. Y'all know Jose, you know he said he going for president in 2028, huh? He had the Trump 2028 hat. You saw that?
Was it real or AI?
I thought it was real. Yeah, he said, hey, I'm going for 2028. I think I can win.
Look, we've been talking about it for a minute. If anybody could do it.
I'm not gonna lie, bro. Like, I feel like he's been in office 6 years, bro. Like, I'm tired. Bro, I'm tired, bro. Like, he not tired, bro? He not tired, bro? Bro, you 80, bro. Go lay down, bro. Go lay down, bro. Damn, bro, you done made a whole bunch of money in less than 2 years, bro. Like, give us a break, bro. We tired, boss. We tired. What you say, Sean?
Service he charging for his things.
100,000.
Yeah.
He just put out the service. I thought I had it up there. He got a new service now. If you want to get the information early, then everybody else get it. It's $100,000. Bro, we tired, bro. We tired. We tired, bro. Another 4 plus the 2, that's 6.
You ever
plus
been on that thing, just be overstimulated? Like, you know what? Yeah.
Bro,
This
we
is too much.
tired, bro. We tired, bro. We just want a regular market, bro. You know what I'm saying? We just want a regular market that the Fed control. Like, bro, like you messing the setups up, bro. You keep hooting and hollering every time. We tired of you saying you gonna end this country Iran, bro. You not gonna end them people. Clearly you bonding people for 13 days in a row, bro. You killed their leaders and they still like, we don't care, bro. Clearly you gotta know when you fighting somebody, bro, you can't win. You gotta know that, bro. Like you gotta know when you fighting a certain person, you gotta be like, all right, either you gotta make it look like you won. Like, you know, we can't do a deal, like I'm good, like we good. Like you go tell your people, hey bro, check this out, bro. Like, man, we wasting too much money over there, bro. Like, I know we got in to help y'all out, but we gone. Like, bro, you gotta be cool with saying that, bro. Like, hey, look, check this out. We've been in this for 5 months. Yeah, we out here, bro. We done spent too much money. We gotta regroup, bro. We still got China over there. We still got Russia over there, bro. We gonna go and let Iran, hey, we good, bro. We good. Y'all, hey. What y'all wanna do with your straight business, bro? What y'all wanna do? Like, how y'all wanna go about doing it, bro? Y'all got it. Like, we good, bro. Like, I get it. Like, we bombed them from 14 days in a row, and the people still like, challenge. You too young. You ain't see that on the Cosby Show, boy. All my people watch the Cosby know what that is. Like, challenge. Come on, bro. Like, it's over. Like, bro, we tired, bro. We tired. What'd you say, Sean?
Doesn't he want the market to go up? He like, the market is the best it's ever been. It's the best it's ever been. Like, why does he want it to go up? Like, he knows if he keeps this war going.
Pride, bro.
Huh? Oh, the market is best it's ever been. It's the best market.
Bruh,
like,
pride,
because I'm president.
bro.
It's the best it's ever been.
Pride, bro. Then they had all them stuff going on. He had to go to war so he don't go to jail. So they had all that stuff going on, bro. Like, you can't go to war. You can't put the president in jail if he ain't going to war.
I think that's how he gonna stay for another.
Bruh, like, bro, we tired, bro. We tired. Like, we tired of you saying you gonna destroy the country to smithereens. And then the people say, you're lying. Then people saying, do it. Do it. Shut up then. We tired, bro. We just tired, bro. We tired of our setups looking really, really good. And then you make a tweet and kill our setups. We tired, bro. We tired. We just want the market to be the market, bro. We just want to pay regular gas prices, bro. Right? We don't want you to destroy the market and then make a deal and the market run back up and then you say you the reason. No, you was the reason it went down from the first place, bro. We tired, bro. We want the Fed to do whatever the Fed gonna do. Let them do their job, bro. We tired, bro. We tired of you threatening people for their job. We tired of you having press conferences, you know, telling the reporters they stupid, bro. Like, we just tired, bro. CNBC should not be like a Netflix movie, bro. It should not look like a what you call them things when it's a fake movie, but it's a real movie. A parody. CNBC should not look like a parody, bro. We tired. And I don't care if you're Republican or a Democrat. We all tired, bro. We tired. We tired, bro. Come on, bro. You ISO since you got in there. You've been running an ISO, cuz. You've been in there. We tired. Next video, Jose, bro. Next video, bro. We tired. Why Americans don't feel like they're richer? Because the average rent in 1974 was $910. What rent in 1974 was $910? I don't like this. Bro, we was paying $550 in New Orleans in 1998. Whatever in that, in California? That's high. $910? Man, them numbers gotta be wrong. Yeah, that gotta be wrong. That gotta be wrong. Yeah, $910, bro? Bro, I was paying $550 in New Orleans before Katrina, cuz. I had my first trap house, cuz that rent was $375. What we talking about? $910, that must be in California. That got to be. Now, I do agree with this one, though. Like, 1974, the average house probably was 202. No? 74, 200 and something dollars was rich.
Bruh, the median ask rent for an unfurnished apartment in the United States was $197.
Yeah.
In 1974.
Where we get these stats?
Yeah, I don't know what them that's way off.
Where we got these stats from? Yeah, that looked kind of funny to me. Like, wait, 9, 10? That must have been Frank Lucas' house. That must have been the house Frank Lucas had. Bumpy Johnson was up there in that house with the minks. Yeah. Everybody in Studio 54 was in them houses there. 5, 7, 9, 10. 9, 10? Man, nowhere in the world. 1974? Bruh, ain't nowhere in the world. Ain't nobody had no $910 a night. Ain't nobody had no 1974. Who had $910 in 1974?
They definitely ain't had that.
They definitely had no $910. Not for no rent. Man, minimum wage in 1974 was $4. Where you gonna get now? Where you even getting $910? That's a year worth of wages. $910? That's a year worth of wages, cuz. What you talking about? What you talking about? What you make a year, man? I make 910, boy. We sweet over here, yo.
We sweet. What you looking for in a man? He gotta make at least
He's making $910 a year. How much? 910. You like him rich.
This is the Simplified Barrier in.
Oh, you sedated. You want these niggas. She thought she want a man to make $910 a year. Only 85% of Americans make.
Yo, YouTube. Back in the booth, wrapping up, guys. Great work today. A+ on system. One loss. I think we have probably one loss this week, one break even Monday. So just slow week, man. Market's just rallying, trying to wiggle into longs. Sure, a bunch of traders are dealing with the same thing. Just stay patient. Trust your systems. Trust your eyes. Literally, me trusting my eyes this week saved me about $500. So pretty good. Save money is made money. So it's very good. Be here same time tomorrow. Shout out, bro, in the Discord, and everybody for tapping in with us. Yeah, it's Twin Peaks Trading Podcast, and we'll catch you guys tomorrow, same time.